Asha cleared PMP with overall above target just an hour ago. Right, Asha?
Yes.
So first of all, congratulations, Asha, for clearing PMP and in a very small time frame. I was just checking Asha our conversation, and you joined us on 28th of June. Do you remember that?
Yeah, right. 28th.
Yeah. So 28th of June you joined, and today, 4th of August, you have even cleared the PMP. Now that's a very short journey, I would say. So Asha, I would like to know, how do you feel? The first thing and the most important thing. How do you feel?
First of all, thank you so much for all your support and encouragement throughout my journey. I really feel great and proud at this moment. It's like it was unbelievable for me when I got that congratulations message. It's like really, I cannot express that in words.
That is true. That is true. For everyone, this is the same feeling that you feel it that way. Okay, Asha. Now, how as I was talking, like you were saying that I have some stress in my body. Now, how does your body feel? Now the stress is gone.
It's completely stress relief. Like I have lifted down all the weight from my shoulder. Everything is light. I
Okay.
feel so like I'm just flying like that. I'm feeling.
I'm just flying. That's a great way to say. So Asha is our 120th certified PMP. Yesterday we had two PMP, Jiku and Kung Fu, and now Asha. So 120 certified PMP. So Asha, before moving into the journey, you are in our PMP community in the group. Why don't you share something about the community and how the community, apart from me, I'm not talking about myself. How does that community help you?
Definitely, because apart from mentoring directly from you, being a one-on-one student, uh, and also being a part of the community really helped me a lot. To say names specifically, Deepak brother really helped me a lot. Whenever I went to him with any of the doubts or queries, he was there for me to support and help throughout, and he never hesitated or he never said that I'm busy at my office work, let me call you later. No, he was recording then and there. He used to send me audio if at all I'm not getting cleared with any of the concepts. And my special thanks to Deepak brother, and my thanks to Ram, Meena, Ishtiak sir. Really, he also helped me a lot. I
That
contacted them.
he helped that a time issue that you had while solving the question. The
Really,
staff
that
helped,
advice really helped me a lot. Though I ran out of time today because of the,
like like always.
like always, and it was so hard that it was beyond my limits today. Really, I can say that
We'll
whatever
come
mocks, yeah,
we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
sure.
So now, as she has talked about, let me share this. Deepak, whom she praised a lot, is a recent certified PMP. He's helping a lot of students like her. And when the student clear, I would like they mentioned him. And then Meena is also certified PMP in 2021. He is helping. Then Ishtiaq, whom I journey shared, who joined in December, and then now he cleared. He is helping a lot. Ram is very key to all our students, especially people living in India or Indian outside. Yesterday, two or three students contacted with Ram, and all these communities helping. So that's the thing that we get when all the students come and how we help. And that is the reason, Asha, I always ask, and I'm going to ask you before we dive deep into your journey. Don't leave that group. Each one, teach one.
Sure.
Each one, teach one. Okay, Asha, now let's talk about your journey, how you started your PMP, when you started. So please share your journey.
Yeah, sure. I started my PMP. Actually, I became a PMI member on 2nd January 2021. My husband forced me to become a member first. Before knowing anything about the project management, I just became the member so that I can have the documents, or just to get a overall picture what is PMP, everything about, then I just downloaded PIMBOK from there, and Agile Guide. Though I did not refer that time, but just I downloaded few of the resources from PMI website directly, and then I took official PMI authorized training for 35 contact hours from one of the authorized trainer. It was like 3 weeks. In the month of March, I completed that training. Then from April, I started reading PIMBOK. It was very slow because I was not able to allocate my time due to my tight office work schedule. Hardly 1 to 2 hours I used to just sit and read the books. Then from the month of May, I think midweek of May, I really thought, no, I have to rush it up. My first priority has to be PMP now, then office work. That's what I decided. Then I started making notes from Pimbok. I just started making notes of few of the concepts because I'm completely new to project management. I didn't even know what is project charter, what is business case, nothing. From zero, I started. Then I made my notes ready and I filled the application and got it approved within just 3 days from PMI.
Wow, 3 days.
And
Like
yeah,
now,
within 3 days.
PMS is delaying. Another student submitted. He's also one-to-one student on 27th of July, and still we haven't received. Okay, please go ahead.
I was thinking that my application might go for audit because I did not have any prior experience. Just I have done the shadowing for the project management under the guidance of project managers, but never worked as a PM. So I was thinking that my application might go for audit review, but luckily it did not happen. Just within 3 days, it got approved. Then I took it very seriously because from there we will have only 1 year, right? Yeah, it's a long period to say 1 year is too much to give this exam, but still, like, from there the days starts counting, right? So I took it very seriously, and I remember I contacted you on June 15th. Then I told you that, no, I'm sorry, I cannot join now, I cannot afford like that. Then
Let me put it this way: I'm expensive.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Then
expensive.
like, I was just still preparing. Okay, I was watching your coaching calls and aliens videos I watched. It was really helpful. And a few other YouTube videos, and Andrew Ramdale I was regularly watching. But still, I was somewhere, I was feeling like I have a knowledge gap and I need a coach or someone who can guide me, like, because I was like taking the mocks and scoring not beyond 60 also. And I was not able to judge myself where I'm going wrong. And actually, what is the problem, like whether knowledge gap is there, or am I interpreting the questions itself incorrectly? So I was not sure. Then I decided, whatever it is, let me just clear it with you. So I decided and contacted you on June 28th, and just I registered on the same day. Then you said, okay, from next day we will be starting with one mock each day, and the target was July 15th. I have to clear my PMP before 15th. And you asked me why so. Then I just said, because like office work, I'm just postponing, and PMP is my priority. First, let me complete this exam, and then I will concentrate on office work.
Okay.
I cannot delay anymore. Then you said, yeah, you were very happy, and you said, why not 7th July? 15th is very late. Why not 7th July? Then I said, okay, I'm very happy. If I'm able to clear it within 7 days, I'll be more grateful to you. Then next day you gave me 50 agile questions. I scored 38 out of 50, but you were like, oh, at least I was expecting more than 40. Okay, then next, again you gave me 100 questions. I'm not remembering the score out of that. Then from next day onwards, you started with
So
full
you
mock.
You got 77 in that mock. In 100
Okay.
question, you got, no, you got and first and random question, you got 77 in that mocks, and I was very happy. So
Yeah.
yeah, move ahead, please.
Then next day you gave me full mock, Yasin mock, and I just messaged you. I got 148 out of 180. It's like I really thought he's going to scold me. Only 148 I got out of 180. Then you calculated the percentage and told me it's 82. It's awesome like that. Next day you gave me prepcast one. Then I called you. Is it mandatory to do prepcast before taking the exam?
No,
Uh,
Prepcast is Prepcast. Your journey in the Prepcast was very funny. Asha, we would have cleared PMP actually on maybe 15th of July, but your terrifying nature from Prepcast caused us 4 weeks. Please share
really.
that. Share that.
And I called you. Why not I clear the PMP exam without doing prepcast? Because I had so fear of prepcast before joining your class itself. I had just seen few of the reviews about prepcast, and they were saying the language is very vague, not able to interpret the questions, and it's very difficult when we compare to the real exam like that. So I had that fear in my mind all the time. First mock, I scored 52. Then you called me on Zoom and just you asked me, come online. I want to review the questions along with you. One by one, we have to review. Then you reviewed the questions with me, about 30 questions. Then you analyzed me very rightly that time, and silly mistakes I was doing, and I was not reading the questions properly. So there I was going wrong.
So
Then
I would put something in the context. Now you have done PMP. Now I can say it openly. You did it overall above target, so I can say it. So let me put it this: what was her problem actually? What was her problem? The problem was the clock ticking backwards. And she actually, if someone says I don't want to do that, I never do that. But with her, since the exam, the only thing I love about prepcast is that is the only simulator whose timer is running just like the real exam. And she was afraid of that timer. But if she was afraid of that timer, how she was able to do in the real exam? That was one of the reason where Asha and I had a conflict. But Asha, the level of conflict was level one, problem to
yeah,
be
level.
solved.
It would
Sometimes
have
level.
come to it would have come to level 3 also. But really, like, I control myself because it's like, see, knowledge gap, when it is there we have to accept it and move on. Okay, it's like when the
Yeah.
coach is saying something and you identified it at the right time, in the right manner, you identified, and actually you were being more patient. And after prepcast one, I completely lost my confidence and I told you, no more prepcast please. Then you agreed actually. Next day you gave me a try dip. First one I got 66. Then you were fine. Then second one, again 67 I got. Then you really took it more seriously, and you called me, what is going on with you? And you started asking me, what is stakeholder register? I just said it's a list of stakeholders. What else is there in that? Then I was not able to answer because it's like I read Wimbok. It's like, though I have already referred it, but stakeholder cube, power interest model. What is this one? I had just kept that one of the corner of the book. Okay, I had never noted it down. It is not at all important, but I never realized that that is a center of attraction for PMP. Then you just asked me, go through journey videos for all the knowledge areas and make a mind map. And also you gave me all the documents from, like, go through the basics of agile and predictive environment. And you also told me, it I thought it was not required for you because you
You
were
got
already ready for the exam.
you got 82% in the Yasin mock, and for me, once you got 82%, I was like fascinated. Okay, we can do in 3 4 days. Now let me show you for everyone the hard work of Asha. When I ask her, like she is like a friend who's a good friend. She's a very good friend of mine now, but she's like a friend who is always trying to be bossy, and I am always bossy, and we always have conflict there. So let me show her hard work. She did actually her hard work, and the hard work is necessary. You see, when I asked her to do mind map, Asha, you can see this, na?
Yeah, yeah.
Did this, all this thing. This is not the one sheet, then this. Okay, she did all the mind map in whatever the way she wants to. You see, like we talked about, okay, she was not understanding it. Then we talked about let's make a sticky figures, and she made here a project sponsor, and this is a very beautiful one actually, Asha. This one is the better than other ones, and this is a very beautiful one. So the Asha made all these things. Asha, please go on then.
Then tried mocks I completed, and the knowledge gaps. I referred all your journey videos and mind map. Everything really helped me. I filled that knowledge gaps, and then you next day you called me. Why don't you do prepcast too? Then I was like, oh, he was just trying to give that smoothing. Okay, he was just smoothing me at that point of time. No more prepcast for Asha. Okay, you just relax. Okay, then I was very much happy. No, no more prepcast for me. Definitely, he will not give me. I'm much more comfortable with any other mocks, but not prepcast. Give the same questions in PDF format. I will sit and do, but not in the prepcast software, please. That's what I was repeatedly asking. Then second one he gave me, I did. It was just 60%. Then again he asked me what's wrong because in Tridip you were doing well. Then he said, okay, let's bring back. And he started giving me Andrew mocks. I think first to fourth mocks I did. Almost I got 70 and 68 to 70, that range I was. Then he
Your
gave me
score
walk.
was your score was 69, 70, 70. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Then
Then you gave me Wagday mocks. All mocks you
and
gave me 1 to 6 mocks.
now this is very interesting. 70, 70, 71, 73, 70, 70. So when I actually saw that, I said, what is the problem here? She's getting all the scores, but I did know that the timer is the problem. Then she did. Then Aisha. Then again, what happened?
Actually, Wagday, because before giving a Wagday mock, you told me if you are scoring 70, then you are ready for the exam. I'll make sure that you are giving the exam. Then I told my husband, okay, he is saying like this, if I score 70, then I scored 70. And it is not like first or second mock, all the three mocks 70 only. Then you asked me next day, you have to break this 70 and you have to cross 75. Then I told my husband, no, he had told me 70 and you can give the exam, and now he is targeting 75. No, I'm done with this, I cannot. Then he said, at least he is telling 75. If I would have been there in his place, I would have told you 80. Then what? It's like you are also supporting him only. Oh no, not like that. But he was like just telling me, okay, one mark or two marks, the same score means fine. But continuously you are doing the same score, how he can accept? Just whatever you are doing wrong, just make it down and then improve it in the next mark. That's what he told me. Then I think fifth one I got 73, something like
Yeah.
the 73,
Fourth
72.
one got 73. Fifth
Yeah.
70, 70.
Yeah. Then again, you came back to Prepcast.
Yeah. Again,
Prepcast.
I have to get it back. I have to put that thing out of the system.
Then, actually, let me tell you why. The funny thing happened. Like, I was so upset in that morning because you told me get up in the morning at 6 o'clock and start doing Prepcast. Update me. Uh, I, with full upset mind only, I woke up that day. And why are you like this? Like that, my husband asked. Then again, he asked me Prepcast. Then my son, I don't know what he understood. He started dancing. Uh, then, then
means
again,
means your Asha, your entire family was with me.
yeah. Then my husband, okay, we thought, okay, for some other reason he's dancing. Then my husband told him one more time, hey, your mom is going to do prepcast today. Then again he started dancing and he started touching his hand to the forehead and making fun of me. Like he is just 2 years and making fun of me. oh, this is so simple thing and you are not able to do. That's how his interpretation was. And my husband told, just take a video of this and send it to Amar, he will enjoy. But I was really not in the mood to do
Yeah,
anything
you
that
are.
time.
Of course, your husband was enjoying, your son was enjoying, you are not enjoying.
Yeah, I
You
was
are
not.
being a mother, you are annoyed what he is doing. Yes, it
Really.
is really interesting. Okay, then you did prepcast and again you got 63 questions.
Prepcast 363 got. Then prepcast, I thought, okay, so three prepcast done. Then you asked me, okay, check for the date, exam date, and book it. Then the real tension started. Actually, I was rushing. Till that time I was only asking you, when can I give the exam, please give me the date. I was only asking you repeatedly. Then when you really told me, check for the date and are you clear with this PMP video, you just sent me that 30 minutes video. I just watched it. Then really I got more stressed. No, he is asking me to give the exam. Then my husband said, that's what you were waiting for these many days, just go and give it. When he is asking you, you are ready, it means that you are ready, just go and give it. Then I did not get that. Exam center was not at all showing up for almost 3 days. I struggled with that. And I think I was not ready also, I was not confident. And we had a conversation also that I am not confident enough, like that. Then you told me, until you go to the exam center you will say the same thing, you are not confident. You will never be ready for the exam, just go and give it. Then finally, I booked the exam. It actually, last Thursday I was supposed to give the exam, because I was not able to get the exam center. I was not able to. Then finally Sunday I booked it for the available slot today at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then only after booking only I informed you I have already booked the exam.
Okay, so Priya, Asha, you remember that you also did 60 question of prepcast. And
Yeah.
why actually I asked her to book the exam? Once I asked her to do, okay, give 60 questions. So in 60 questions, Asha was getting 68%. She had a problem, big problem in 180 questions, but 60 questions she was doing good. And then I gave her ATP question. In ATP question, her results were very good. Like she was getting 52, 50 out of 60, 52 out of 60. So that was just marvelous. So at that time, she booked her exam. So Asha, let's talk about your exam.
Sure.
How was your exam? Like how much time you took? Because you first talk about time. Because we talked about time management. So how you ran out of time?
Yeah, actually, I it was at 8 a.m. today morning, and I only went early to the exam center, and I only opened the exam center along with the office staff people, and I was so like relieved because I reached on time, and the formalities everything completed. After that, this one tutorial started. You said right, 10 minutes. I just spent around 5 minutes tutorial, just quick tutorial. I just followed up that one, and then the exam. When I just clicked on the next button, right, I was not sure that exam is going to start now. I just clicked next, and at the top right, it is showing that one of 180 and 230 minutes. Then I'm realizing, oh, my exam started. Uh, then I started with almost 20 questions I did. With I did not see the timer running. 20
Good,
questions I did. And
good.
but I crossed 30 minutes. When I saw the time, I had already crossed 30 minutes. Then I got little tensed. I have to hurry up. So I rushed for the next 40 questions, and within 60 minutes I was able to complete all the first set of 60 questions.
So you
uh,
did you did 20 question in 30 minutes and remaining 40 question
40
you did in 30 minutes.
in 30 minutes, yeah.
You rushed a lot. You rushed a lot.
Very too much. Actually, that's how to some extent I lost confidence, because the length of the questions were like 4 to 5 lines, and it
Mhm.
is not like only first set I'm talking about. Throughout the exam, the length of the questions were 4 to 5. and options were two lines for me.
Mhm.
Each question, not one or two. Each question was one or
Mhm.
two lines. And
Okay.
I took a break. First break I took exactly 10 minutes. I took a break, then I came back. Then, because you were saying, right, PMI always follows that belly curve. First is difficult, then it'll be easy. So I was just hoping that definitely second one will be easy for me. I can tackle it on time. Second was, it was horrible, and almost I took 100 minutes, I think.
100 minutes. 100 minutes.
uh, the last set was left out with 55 minutes for 60 questions.
So 55 minutes. So you took all the reserves from all these. Oof. Second was, so your first part was easy. That's why you were able to complete in 60 minutes. Now, your second was the most difficult part, right?
Actually, first one also I cannot say that it was easy for me, because few of them, since I rushed, right? So I was like, just do a random guess, something like that. I just did very quickly. Then second one was really hard, and almost 25 to 30 questions I marked for review, because I was spending a lot of time. Let me just mark it, and then I will review it. Then I took a second break.
Okay.
Then when I came back, it was only 55 minutes left out. Second break, I was down. I wanted to just call and speak with you. I asked the invigilator, can I use my phone? Then she said no. I just wanted a little motivation at that point of time. Because I was completely down. I just thought, no, today it is done for me, and I don't know what to answer you. That,
And Asha, I told you that this will happen in the exam, right? I told you
yeah,
you
you
will
had,
feel, like last night I told you three times. You will
yeah,
feel that I'm gonna fail. But trust in God, trust in the process, and trust in the system I have given you. The same thing.
yeah. Yeah, that's what, like, I just took my God's name and started the last set, 55 minutes. Then I was like, okay, fine, going on. And then I got a warning, you have left out with 5 minutes. When I was, I think another 10 to 12 questions were remaining. Then I was like, no, I cannot make a random guess for 10 to 12 questions. What if these questions will decide my result today? So I was like, I just started rushing. I just read the questions so quickly that then I was like able to figure out, okay, this is the answer. And the last three questions, 18 seconds were left out. Just
Okay.
last line, you read it and mark the answer. This three questions I did the same way, and then I got, okay, you have exceeded the time limit. Then no other go. Like, I have to click on finish exam. Then I close my eyes, because I'm going to. I know, right? I'm going to fail it. Then what I'm going to answer? I cannot show my face to Amar sir today. That's what I thought, and I just clicked on finish exam. Then when I saw that message, it was like really unbelievable. It's like a big achievement. Really, I can't express that. I
Yeah,
had never.
it's true that you have said it. It's 100% true that that feeling is unparalleled, especially after such a hard work of 7 to 8 months, and with 1 month of my pressure. And my pressure is more like a pressure cooker, always pressure, pressure, pressure. And you know how much I do feedback. Normally,
Yeah.
the students are in the batch program. We do one-time feedback with one-to-one, three, four-time daily feedback. So that's a too much feedback. I totally understand how you felt it and how those things are. Okay, let's talk more about exam. Now, her exam, I'm telling you, everyone, her exam was entirely different from what has happened to other exams. So, which was the most dominated area in your exam?
Hmm. Actually, PMI gives, right. There are three domains: people, process, and business environment. And the percentage what they have divided, right? 8% was business environment for me. I can just I'm just telling the rough one, but I'm guessing for me it was exactly the same. People was 52, and remaining was 48 process, and 8% was business.
Okay,
Exactly, it was divided like that.
okay,
And coming to predictive. I did not find more of agile questions at all. And where is that cross-functional teams? Where is product owner? Where is Scrum Master? And what are they doing? Like self-organizing team. None of the question is coming. I'm expecting. Okay, next question will be that one. I can directly choose that one. No, it is not coming. Whenever I'm just clicking on next, procurement questions only coming, which I never thought, I had never expected. Almost 40 to 45 questions were on predictive procurement questions.
40 to 45 questions were on procurement.
Yeah, procurement.
That's too hard.
Completely procurement. It's like
That's that's
completely.
why that's why your exam was hard. So that was it more in the second part. Those
No, it was equally distributed in all the areas. They had equally distributed.
okay.
Um, that's why I felt very hard. None of the section I felt it was easy for me. And procurement, it's like they are talking about the contract and bidding and source selection criteria, request for
But
proposal.
all the things that they talked about in procurement that was from what we have discussed now from our notes. Anything that was not in our notes.
I felt like that actually. Few of the questions I felt like we have not discussed, or it was not in PMP. In the middle of the exam, let me tell you frankly, I just felt that I have come for some other exam, not PMP for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that is the that because when you lose your confidence, when few things starts happening, then you feel it that way. Because your exam is entirely different. It's like one of those things that PMI tries to see. I we interviewed yesterday with Jiku, and you saw the Jiku's interview, right? You
Yes,
actually saw
yes.
you saw actually you saw every interview, so you know how these things are. But with you, it was entirely different. Okay, apart from procurement, what other area was dominated? Stakeholder communication, resource.
Stakeholder was throughout. Uh,
Okay.
Next to procurement, stakeholders only, and then communications. Few questions only, hardly 10 questions. I can just approximately I can say 10. And again, one math question that is out of my reach. It was like a bidding. Question. I have never come across that formula nor the calculation in any of the mocks. It was just saying that, okay, mm, the bidders are discussing in the bidder conference room, and this person is saying this much we can save it, but the other person is like having a conflict. No, we can save this much. So finally, what is the bidding amount you are trying to fix it there? So somewhat like that. So I was not able to figure out how to calculate itself. I don't know. I just randomly guessed it and moved on. And there were
You cannot
four.
share. Okay, you cannot share the exact question. That is the
Yeah,
context is okay. Okay, so how many drags and drop question?
four questions were there. The uh, first fourth question itself, I got drag and drop. It was on Tuckman ladder, and second set I got
So
two.
you are happy to see Tuckman letter. Finally, something that
Very happy.
makes us happy. Yeah.
Very happy. Within seconds, I just finished it and moved on. And the second set, I got two. Almost, I was ending like 115th question. I think those two questions were Scrum events, and
Okay.
two more they had mixed. The drag and drop, for me, it was so tricky that the left side they will give the scenario, and right side just one word. Okay, you can match it. For example, if it is Tuckman ladder forming, they will give, and then scenario you match it, right? Uh, the same way it was there for Tuckman ladder, but the different one, what I said, right? I have never read it. I don't even remember the names now, what they had asked me. And it's like they have given the scenario left side, and the right side also scenario they have given. For example, the right side, when you are seeing the definition, right, you have to come to a conclusion. Okay, this is, they are talking about variance analysis, then come and match which the definition matches with which scenario. Similarly, just for example, I'm saying, not the exact question. If at all any tool or any document they are saying, they are not saying the exact document in the left or right side. They are just saying, okay, the definition of that one they have given. So we have to be very clear with the tools and techniques or the documents, what it means. and match it with a scenario. It was so hard. uh, it was time killing for me. Then the next drag and drop, again it was like, I had never heard the terms. I just chose randomly, like the best guess I made, and then I moved on. Then
Okay.
I
Okay.
reviewed all the questions, almost 25 questions I had marked
Okay.
for review. Completed my review. Actually, I just unflagged. I did not have the time to review. I just unflagged all the questions and just moved on because I was rushing out of, because of time constraint. I was not able to review. Then the last set also it was the same. And let me tell you, the last question, 180th question, also about request for proposal, the procurement question only. I was
So
not
somehow,
expecting.
tell me something when you filled your application. Now I really want to know this thing. When you filled your application, did you wrote something like you work in procurement or something like that?
No.
Yeah, because I'm getting this thing from two, three students. If they have worked in predictive, they are getting predictive question. If they have worked in agile, they are getting some agile question. So maybe that is also, but we will look into that. How we can today you rest completely, and then I will talk to you, and we will further like go into depth how we can improve. You see, everything is a nothing is 100%. My material, my methods, that's why our score is 99.1. And I told you last night, don't destroy my score. I'm still suffering from that one guy who did not pass. I think he failed in March and have not given exam. He is doing his masters. So I want my 100% success rate, but the continuous improvement is always there. So we will add all these things in further, and you take rest for a day or two, and then we will talk on weekends to see how further we can improve, because we are going to have next batch on 13th of August, and I want to improve it before it. Okay, Asha,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
it.
And one more thing I wanted to add. Yeah, whatever you said last night about the success rate, that was running in my mind. What I'm going to answer. I believe about my success, but how about his success? I should not be the reason to spoil it. That was running in my mind. And
This is your guys' love to me, that all of my student, I am proud to say that all of my student at the end of the day, whatever journey we have, sometimes all journeys are like this. Sometimes we have high, sometimes we have low, sometimes we have conflict, all those things. But at the end of the
and
day, when they are giving exam, they are saying one thing: I need to clear it for Amir.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
That makes
And one
sense.
more thing, I didn't have a single question on change request, not even a single question. And
That
there
is
was,
that is entirely different thing, Asha. Your exam is entirely different. Asha,
yeah.
one final advice for the entire PMP community.
PMP is really hard. Trust me, guys. No, okay. Yeah, the mocks, as I can relate to Ram's journey, he just said one word: mocks are just on the ground, and real exam is on the mountain. I remember that word, and really 100% true it is. Real exam is no way related to any of the mocks. That's what I felt, because many of the mocks I have gone through, and until and unless your concepts are clear, and if you are not doing the root cause analysis properly, you are not going to achieve it. So, and definitely, like, hard work is the key.
Hard work is the key, Asha, and even your exam was very difficult. The most important thing is root cause analysis. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you very much for your time, and it was a very great journey, an entirely different journey. Normally, I end the journeys in 15 minutes, but I didn't end it because your journey was entirely different, and people need to listen this. That it's not compulsory. Always stakeholder communication, resource, and agile. The exam can be entirely procurement or risk or quality or scope. Thank you very much, Asha, for the entire time. And we welcome you to the Wall of Legends and become a certified PMP. And you did it. Thank you very
Thank,
much.
thank you so much. All the very best to everyone.